people who came on my behalf. That would be Brenda. Thank you for coming. That would be Alicia. Thank you for coming. That would be Matima. Thank you for coming. Okay, so basically, yeah, if we don't tell people what we do, nobody knows. You know, my job, your job is to get the information in front of people and don't worry about who's coming. That's God's job. That's God's job. And be happy that you're there wherever it may be, because you're going to reap the rewards that come from showing up. I just wanted to give you a little inspiration. That's not part of my script, you know, so I want to say thank you. Bad banner, wrong banner and all. Thank you for coming. You know, everything we do is a learning process, and Matima is very, very brand new to me. I just recently met her. She saw our speaking program and she immediately saw the vision and she jumped in. And her nephew told me, he said, I'm coming too. So if I never told her, she wouldn't have known. So she's acclimating to all this stuff that we got going on. Because LaDonna, Dr. LaWanda, Dr. Margaret, y'all know we got this thing called a lot of nuts and bolts when we putting all this stuff together. And then we got to form everybody, teach everybody how we do it. But honey, I'm happy y'all here. And I want to say thank you. Tamara, are you okay today? Can you come off mute?
Yes, ma'am. I'm okay today. I'm kind of a little stuck in the gut. I've got a roommate that is kind of sick, and I may have to take her to the emergency room. So.
Okay, and I asked Tamara that because, and Tamara, we're praying for you. We're praying for everybody on this platform because we all have problems and situations that we have to tunnel through. And we want to say thank you too for just showing up. For being here, you know, because that's a blessing. When we can, that's what it's all about. We got to push through those challenges. We got to recognize when it's a challenge, and then we got to push through it, because the challenges come two reasons. God let them come because so it can condition me, and then the enemy is happy that it's coming, and he's going to use people to carry out that thing that's going to distract me. So on that note, I have to recognize when it's from God and when it's from, I'm just going to say it like I talk, the devil. It is what it is. And that's what I have to recognize, them challenges. I have to recognize when I'm procrastinating. I have to talk to myself, Pat, you know, you should have did this thing. You procrastinate. Now I say, yeah, you're right. Because I didn't want to do it anyway. So I got to talk to myself. And I got to be honest with me first. You know, so all I'm saying is that, you know, and I'm going to say this because I talked to a young lady about this last week. Even for me, if y'all think about people, oh, you always smiling, you always happy. No, I'm not always happy. And there are times I'm on this platform, I didn't really want to be here. But because I made that commitment, and things came up, now I don't want to go all of a sudden. No, Pat Rogers. No, you made a commitment. So what do? I put my best face on, put my little red on or whatever color I choose to wear, put my wig on, my hair on. And you know, it is what it is. And I'm going in, I'm going to put my best foot forward. That means I got to pull out that smile, even if I don't want to smile. Because see, energy sells. And when you talking about something and you dragging and talking about what your introduction is and you dragging it and I'm just, and I just do this. No. My name is Dr. Patricia Rogers, and I am a visibility. I'm looking at my face right now. I'm smiling, and I am a visibility strategist, and I provide a platform so that entrepreneurs can speak, promote their product and services, increase their leads so that they can get new clients. I'm using my hands. I'm using my energy. And guess what? Every event that I attended, these people have 60-second infomercials. I am ready to give my 60-second infomercial because I know somebody on that platform, whether it's 2 people, 3 people, 20, 50, it don't matter. Somebody gonna like my energy. I sold 50, we ain't selling the tickets for free. We got 60 some odd registrations already. We haven't even really began to push my event because when I go to networking events, I'm dropping that link. And when I do my intro, they hear me. And when I drop that link, because we all are nosy, let me see what she's about. That's what we want. That's what visibility is. That's what it is without burnout. Why am I going to burn myself out talking to one person when I know I'm a network today and 50 people, 6 people, 8 people, most of y'all already registered. So I guess they ain't got no new ones coming out of here, but that's all good. Most of y'all in the doggone event coming up March. So I don't need to drop that link. I'm just saying. So all I'm saying is that, ladies, we gotta pay attention to these gifts God has given us because we're taking it for granted. I had a couple people, I'm not gonna make it today. Text me. I'm not gonna, I don't want to hear that. I told them, I said, that's too much information. One of them I didn't even answer because I'm finna get on this platform. See, this is a distraction. If you can't come to an event, I'm going in. We work so hard to get these events together. put these banners together, send out the content all on social media, send you the content, send you the link, make sure you have what you need. For you to tell me a day before my event, the day of my event, and you can't come, I don't want to hear that. Y'all talk about burnout. We burned out from putting the event together. And all you got to offer me is that you can't come. Please don't tell me, because you know what? If you don't come, nobody ain't gonna see you anyway. So why are we making a national announcement because we can't go to somebody's event? The last thing a host want to hear before they event, and the same thing with y'all, when you have a party at your house, you have a birthday party for your kids. How many of y'all had birthday parties for your kids? How many of y'all had birthday parties for yourself? How many of y'all go to church to conferences at church and look for the crowd of people? So these events we host is no different. Don't tell people a day before or whenever that you're not coming. You don't come, pray for them. That's what I want you to do for me. You can't make it, just pray for me. But don't send me no message 2 days before the event. And it's okay if you send it, because I had to learn they're going to come anyway, because that's a distraction. So what I do 2 days before my event, I'm off the phone, because I got to have time to pray. I got to have time to read my Bible. I got to have time to lay my clothes out. I got to have time to do whatever I need to do to get me right for that event. Why? Because I spent all those months before helping you all and making, when I say you all, meaning the public, get their stuff, sending out email responders, making sure they got the virtual back. I done my job. If you don't make it, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Because see, the enemy is cunning, baffling, and it's powerful. And we sit on these platforms saying we know who God is. Do you really know who God is? Because if you know who God is, you going to treat me the way you want me to treat you. That's in the book. So do you want me to show up for your stuff? Do you want me to order when I tell you I'm going to order tomorrow? Do you want me to order tomorrow? Or do you going to like it when I do order next week? And with no response, no reason, no nothing. All I'm saying, and I'm sorry, y'all, that wasn't even a part of my script. When I see something, I'm going to say something, because you know what? God holds me accountable. He holds me accountable. And if anybody don't like me for it, I'm so sorry. As a matter of fact, I'm not sorry, because if you don't get it now, you'll get it later. It's just that other people don't love you enough to tell you the truth. They don't care if you look like crap on these platforms. They don't care if you look like, if your business not working good. Why? Because that's more people that they can serve, and they don't know you. But when I know you, I love you. And to know me is to love me. So we're in this together. We're in this together. It is what it is. If the shoe fit, wear it. Wear it. My pastor used to tell us all the time, if the word hits you, he say ouch and get out of the way. That's just the way it is. So now I'm going to go into my presentation. And Alicia, I just met 2 days ago. Give us some energy. Come on, y'all. I'm so excited. Brenda, I just met a week ago. Brenda and Alicia, I met at an event online that I was put in the chat in the group. I don't even know how they got there. I guess they targeted me, found me, because I'm all over social media. And this is what came out of it. It was 50-something people, 2 people on this platform right now that came to that event. What if I hadn't gone to that event? And then after the fact comes the follow-up. Somebody reached out, I posted something somewhere, they responded, I responded. Therefore, you know, we got a conversation going. That if you don't tell people, they don't know. So kudos to you ladies for trusting me enough to come and follow us today to meet these other wonderful women in my network and our community. God is good all the time. Now I'm going to go into my presentation. Okay, so ladies, my presentation tonight, based on Dr. LaDonna's instructions and direction, she wanted us to share a little bit about visibility in a virtual world without burning out. And I want you all to know that we are living in a time where visibility is no longer optional, ladies. Visibility is essential. And if people don't see you, hear you, or experience your value, they cannot connect with whatever it is that you want to offer them. But here is the challenge that many entrepreneurs face today. The question is, how do we stay visible in a virtual world without burning ourselves out in the process? Because let's be honest, being everywhere all the time on every platform can definitely be exhausted. And I can attest to that. And burnout doesn't come, y'all, from doing nothing. But burnout comes from doing too much of the wrong things without clarity or boundaries. That's important. So visibility is not the same as hustle. I want to make that clear. One of the biggest myths that we have in this virtual world is that visibility requires nonstop posting. That's not true. Constant engagement is true. I'm going to say this. It's true to a certain extent because of consistency, but I'm going to share a couple of ways tonight how you can curtail that so it takes some of the work out of it. And chasing every trend. However, visibility is not about volume. It's not. Visibility is about intentional presence. You don't need to be everywhere, and you need to be where it matters most. That's what I was trying to get to. You need to be where it matters most. Burnout, ladies, happens when you try to show up for everyone instead of showing up with purpose. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all agree with that. Clarity comes before consistency. Clarity comes before consistency. I have to be clear in why I'm doing whatever I'm doing. I have to be clear as to why I'm going to the grocery store. What am I going to pick up? What do I need? I need to know that before I go to the grocery store. We hear this all the time. Be consistent, be consistent. But consistency without clarity leads to frustration. And before you ask how often you should post, how often you should speak, or how often you should show up, you should ask yourself, what problems do I solve? Where does my audience already gather? Who am I called to serve? And that is so very important. Who am I called to serve? And when you're clear on those answers, visibility becomes focus, not frantic, and definitely not frustrating. You don't need more content. Stay with me, y'all. You don't need more content. You need better systems that creates that content. Does that make sense? Put a 1 in the chat. Systems does the heavy lifting. Let me repeat. You do not need to create new content every single day. And that's one of the fastest paths to burnout. And I'm not just talking about posting on social media. I'm talking also about when we're planning our business. I created this, I did this, I did that. I put my this together, I put my that together. All of that. You don't have to do that every day, but you do have to develop. It will help if we develop systems or take on systems, invest in systems that will do the heavy lifting for us. For instance, one single talk can give you content. It can give you a replay, a blog post, short videos, quotes or affirmations, and a podcast segment. All these things right here is one thing that you've done that you can dissect into many different areas. That definitely relieves burnout. I did it last night on TikTok. TikTok now allows you to post a big video and it cuts it up for you in 8 spots. How many of y'all you have used those shorts? Wave your hand. Put a shorts in the chat. Put the word short in the chat. Put something in the chat. Shorts does the same thing. These systems do the work for you. But we don't know that. This is why I'm sharing it for you. So, because our mind would tell us, oh, it's just so much to do. Being an entrepreneur is too much. Oh my God, it's too much. It is too much if you say it's too much. But if you take time to learn the systems and definitely ask for help sometimes, that's why we need to collaborate more. We're here for you. And if you don't ask the question, you want to stumble through it. The enemy wants you to stay stuck, but your colleagues don't want you to stay stuck. Visibility without burnout comes from repurposing. So that means when you repurpose, which is what I just said, you don't have to keep recreating content every day. And over the years, I know LaDonna has content, Dr. LaDonna has content, Mark, all of us who have hosted events, we got videos we forgot we even had. And all we got to do is get them chopped up. And it creates a month or more of content to post. Boundaries are a visibility strategy. Boundaries are a visibility strategy. And boundaries, definitely this part right here is so very important. Burnout often happens because we confuse accessibility with availability. And just because we can respond immediately doesn't mean that we should. Boundaries protect your energy, your creativity, and most importantly, ladies, boundaries protect your joy. My coach told me years ago, he said, Pat Rogers, he said, Bill Walsh told me this. He said, Pat Rogers, he said, people are buy your energy. And I've had people ask me if I could bottle up my energy. So that means that I have to protect myself. And not only that, and there are things because I know who I am, I know myself. In other words, I know my ways. Everybody on here know your ways. You know who you are. So those things that I know would trigger me and put me into a bad space, especially when I have to do something, I have to speak, or I have to sing, or I have to do something for somebody, I have to not focus on that, not respond to that at that moment because it'll take me out of my comfort zone. And now I got to rejuvenate my spirit and my energy when I was already excited. Then now here come all these disappointing messages, and now I'm all out of sync. But that's okay too, because I know how to pray. Ladies, I want you to know that you are allowed to log off. You are allowed to take breaks. You are allowed to have days with nothing to do. And always carve out and protect your personal time. Rest is not quitting. Rest is refueling. Ladies, A well-rested leader shows up with clarity, confidence, and compassion. And a lot of times when I've seen down through the years, I've seen people jump on this platform and you can see they just all out of breath. They just all out of what. And the first thing come out some people's mouth is, "Oh, y'all just give me a minute. I'm kind of nervous." But you know what? If you had practiced and you had prepared and you had put your time in, your confidence gonna go so high that when you gonna be ready to get on that platform. But when we don't practice and when we didn't practice that script and when we didn't really put the time in and pray to God to help me get this thing right today because I'm a little nervous, if we don't do all of that, it shows when we on these platforms. And I'm only talking about the virtual world right now. It shows anywhere we are in life. Even going on a live interview for a job. If we didn't prepare, it's going to show. And that's how they make their determination based on the energy that we are exerting. So community reduces burnout. Ooh, I love this one right here. Community reduces burnout. Anybody that agree with that, put it in the chat. Yes, I agree. Community reduces burnout. Why is that? Community multiplies and reduces some of the pressure. And another reason people are burnt out is because they try to build all by themselves. I see it all the time. But when you're building by yourself, it's going to take you longer. That's all. But with a community, you get there fast. Visibility was never meant to be a solo journey. Community multiplies impact and reduces the pressure, just as I said. And when you collaborate, you can share audiences, you can share platforms. We do it all the time. You share responsibilities, and true collaboration means you do not have to carry the entire load alone. Sometimes, ladies, we just have to ask for help. People don't connect to perfection, ladies. They connect to presence. And like I said before, if you're not there, nobody sees you. And if you're not there, you're leaving relationships, money, and everything else on the table. Your story is enough. Sometimes burnout comes from comparison, us competing with one another, comparing ourselves with others, scrolling and not engaging. How many people seen that happen? People tell you, "Oh, I've been watching you for over a year," but they never said anything. Watching others so you can copy their content, but you're not really, all that stuff called burnout. Because when you get ready to go do what they did, because God did not give that vision to you, it's not going to turn out right. That in and of itself can cause so much frustration. Measuring yourself against others. Never compare yourself to others. God made you who you are. You have a special gift, and that gift is what you have. You should wear it with pride, take honor, because God gave it to you, and He's not going to allow you to make a fool of yourself, because He gave you the gift. So you make a fool of me. If I make a fool of him, I make a fool of. If I make a fool of me, I make a fool of him. But He does want me to put my time in, and He does want me to value and treasure that gift. If we buy our kids a pair of shoes and they go outside today, they wearing the shoes and left them on the porch. The dog done chewed the shoe up. They bring the shoes and that, "Mama, my shoe got, dog ate my shoe. Can you get me another pair?" Y'all don't even have to answer the question. What you gonna tell them? You don't have to answer that question. Well, that's the same way God feels. You're not doing nothing with what I gave. Ladies, your story, visibility, your story is your advantage. Your voice, as well as your experience. Everybody on this platform has a story. And start serving authentically. It's time. This is all about season. Visibility feels lighter and more aligned when we serve authentically and just be who God made you to be. So ladies, I'm telling you, it's time to get over those insecurities. It's time to stop feeling like you're not good enough. And whatever you do, don't compare yourself with nobody else, because you are a special creature that was designed specifically to be just who you are. Now, we can always change our disciplines. Yeah, we need to change some of our disciplines. But that we can control, we control. That we can't control, we tell God thank you and keep moving. Sustainable visibility, is about seasons. Seasons, y'all catch this. There are seasons to push. There are seasons to pause. There are seasons to plan. Burnout happens when we ignore seasons and demand constant output. That means we just gonna keep moving. Again, I'm going in on that one. I've talked to people from time to time And I put this together, I put this together, I put that together, I put that together. They always putting something together, a package or whatever it is, always putting something together, working on something. But yet I never see them on social media. I never see them coming to the events. I never see them. It's not for me to see, just stay with me, y'all. And I never see, so that means all this content and stuff you put together, you're not even building a network of people. You're not capturing emails for you to send them people to. That's not smart. That leads to burnout, because when you get through doing all that stuff and putting it, I'm guilty. I did it when I came out of corporate. I used to go run to the back of the room and buy all these packages, spending up money on my credit card. And I think I got it. I know I don't need it, but I say, well, I might need it later. And I was buying stuff, never got to look at some of it. And when I did look at it, I didn't even know what I was looking at. I was running to the back of the room because everybody else was running back. Ladies, you got to be strategic. You got to be strategic in whatever it is that you are trying and striving to achieve. But most importantly, you have to have people, because they're the ones that's going to make that investment in you. And burnout happens when we ignore seasons and demand constant output. You have to give yourself permission to adjust. You have to give yourself permission to evolve. It takes time. And you have to give yourself permission. God knows I got to give myself permission sometimes to just breathe. Visibility, ladies, visibility is a marathon. It's not a sprint. You can't get there right away. It's going to take time. It's going to take time. So don't beat yourself up. I'm coming off screen and I'm going to close. I'm not closing yet. I don't know where I am, but in my closing, because I do want to show y'all one thing that's going to help lighten the load. Those of you who don't know, people on my team know, but I want y'all to know. It's one thing. But right now I want to close letting you know, you were not called to burn out. You were called to stand out with wisdom, intention, and balance. And staying visible in a virtual world is not about doing more. It's about doing what really matters and doing it on purpose. Protect your energy, ladies. Honor your boundaries and leverage these communities. Visibility creates opportunity, but sustainability creates longevity. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. And I'm going to let, I guess, LaDonna may open you up for questions while I pull up the screen, because I'm going to show you how many of y'all know how to schedule your post to go out. How many don't know how to schedule your post to go out? Anybody on here that don't know, I'm going to show y'all, because if it's 1 or 2, that's fine with me. 3, that's good. That's good. Because everybody that gets a little something, then you walk away with more than you came to Dr. LaDonna's event. So if y'all have any questions while I pull up my screen.
All right, everyone. That was an awesome. Let's give her a clap. Round of applause. Woo! All right. Are you ready to show us, Dr. Pat?
Yeah, I got to stop sharing my screen. I was still sharing. I want to go to LinkedIn. And what I show you for LinkedIn goes for most platforms, same thing.
Who has a question for Dr. Pat? I know someone does. Dr. LaDonna, let's start with you. You look like you might have a question or a comment.
I do want to thank Dr. Rogers for speaking today, because every time she speaks, there's something to be learned. I've known her now for about 4 years, I believe it's been. And she's the one who first told me that when I went to her, you're not ready. Because I was not showing up. I was one of those people who wanted to do, but I was not going out there letting people know that I was anywhere around. And I remember thinking, well, gee, that's a fine way to talk to me. But you know what? I went out and started showing up. And the next time I approached her, she was ready to work with me. So it does make a difference. And many of the things I do today, I would not have done had it not been for Dr. Rogers, who not only pushed me, but the first couple of events that I did, she was right there with me to help support me. And that was one of the things I truly love about her, because I had spent money with people before. And once the program was over, that was it. Didn't hear from them anymore. But not Dr. Rogers. She stays there with you until you decide you're ready to walk off and try to do on your own.
That's right.
Times when I can still go back to her and say, I'm having a problem here.
That's right, Dr. LaDonna. Thank you. Brenda, you have a question?
I do, but first of all, I want to thank Dr. Rogers. She's a breath of fresh air. I just want to thank her for that. That was an awesome presentation. I just met her about a week ago, and she's just everything that I needed. And I said, you're just what I need. I said, it must be God sent. It has to be God sent. And I just appreciate that. But I have one question, because I caught on the end, you said visibility creates opportunity, but sustainability creates, and I missed that.
Longevity.
Okay.
Yeah, you live longer.
Okay.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Thank you, Dr. Rogers.
Awesome.
All right, Dr. Pat, are you ready to show us now?
Okay, so this is LinkedIn. And when you go to your home, anytime you go to this is called the feed. Everybody that don't know, this is called the feed. This is where everybody hangs out all day. They drop it in the feed because the feed, when it's on the feed rather than on your page, people have a better chance of seeing your content. So everybody's posted in the feed, and that's what it does. We feed people information. So when I post and I'm on my profile, I'm going to immediately from my profile, I am going to immediately go to where it says home here. This is my profile. So when I'm on my profile, I'm going to go to the word home. All these, where these numbers are, this is music to me. This is meat to me. This is money to me. This is relationships. So I don't go to bed without checking these things for the most part. Sometimes it's too many, but I check them pretty much daily because people may be asking me about speaking. They may be asking me about something that has to do with my business. But most importantly, too, they may be telling me something about them that they want to sell me a product, and I know that they never came to my event. I know they never came into my events, and they want me to buy their product. I counteract that with thank you so much for that offer. And it sounds like a great service that you're doing. I have a speaking platform that will allow you to speak that message and share with others so that more than just me will hear what you're saying. So I counteract that, but I do not ignore people. I do not ignore, I respond. I don't have to run from nobody about what they're offering me. Not only that, my goal and my ultimate goal is to win them over, because I'm going to have another event and another event and another event. And then on top of that, I will drop them a complimentary receipt to the ticket. And if the tickets are for sale, I tell them, give me your email address, drop it here. I would love to gift you with the complimentary ticket. Ladies, I just gave y'all some gold because I know y'all not doing it. I already know. So these are nuggets. How do you build relationships in this virtual world? This is one of the ways you gotta talk to the people. So I would go to home here. Right now I'm going to home and networking right here. Let me say this first. Networking, when I click this, these are people who are trying to connect with me. This is LaDonna, who was at an event today. She was at an event, I was at an event, and LaDonna liked me in that group. So what she did, I dropped my link in that chat, which is why it's important to drop those links. And LaDonna's so swift and she's smart, so she know what it's about. She wanted to see me. She wanted to network with me. So what did she do? She clicked on my LinkedIn and she sent me a request to connect. She's sitting in that box in one of those 7. She's in that box. So now what do? When I come to check those networking, I'm going to come back and I'm going to tick it. And that's when the conversation starts. She's already sent me a message. I'm requesting to connect. And that's what I'm going to get. And then she didn't say. So what I do when I accept it, I'm going to come back to her and I'm going to say, thank you so much for connecting with me. That's a private message. That's DM. That's number one-on-one. And then I'm going to say, maybe I'll say, yeah, I'm so glad you connected with me. And I sent you a friend, I accepted your friend request, whatever you want to say. And then I'm gonna hit LaDonna too. Even though I might have put that information in the chat today that we was at, she might have missed it. So I'm gonna make sure she got it. How about that? So I'm gonna post it again. I don't know if you missed this today, but we're having a complimentary receipts on March the 20th, and I would love to have you join us. And let me know if you have anything going on as well. So that's all I'm saying. I'm just giving y'all some nuggets. But this is what I want to show you about scheduling. I hope that was helpful to somebody because I'm just trying to throw in as much as
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Now, this is an interview I did with Dr. LaDonna the other day. Okay. And I'm going to use her today. And I'm posting her. This thing is under 15 minutes. If it's under 15 minutes, I post it like this because it's raw, it's big, and it's pretty. Dr. LaDonna, that's what I was trying to explain to you the other day. Remember? When you use a YouTube link, that video is going to be small. But when you post your content raw, by keeping your interviews, Dr. LaDonna, under 15 minutes, you can post it right here. It's big, it's pretty, it's attractive, and that attracts people to you. And then I'm just putting some information here for my event that's coming up. And see, this is what happened. See that link? That link overpowered that video, and it made it small. And this is good at happening because that's what link. So I don't use YouTube links, even though I want people to link on it. I go ahead and use the raw. So I X that out. I'm showing you how to schedule. And I just scheduled on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on TikTok last night, all the way out to the, what, 15, 18? So that's I don't have to do anything. Even though I have somebody that works my social media, I still engage and I still do what I need to do because I want to do it. And I may have content that she may not have. Y'all know that thing, people on it, it was blocking it. God is good all the time. Teamwork, see what I mean by community? Come on, that's what I'm talking about. Community. Now, if I want to schedule out, I just posted her yesterday. This is part, whatever part it is. Well, I had did a part 1 and part 2. So I'm just going to say, first of all, I want to show y'all something. Brenda, I've been telling y'all, this is what I was trying to explain. I'm going to tag people. First person I'm going to tag is Jazz. Why? Because I want some noise on my posts. Then I'm going to tag Iffy. I know they're going to comment. Then I'm going to tag Dr. Martin. Okay, Dr. Martin. And then I'm going to tag LaDonna, Dr. LaDonna. I'm going to tag, I know these people know how to use social media. I'm going to tag LaWanna. Then I'm going to tag Gail. That's good. So y'all see what tagging is? That's all I'm trying to show you what tag. This is how you get noise on your posts. If all of us work as a community and we understand that, then we should all get some noise. Everybody on social media because they want to be seen and heard. I don't care what you say. It is what it is. And then I'm even going with Tima because she's in action now. There she is. So now I'm also going to, stay with me, y'all. I'm going to put hashtag, at least 5. I keep my documents open on my computer at the bottom, all my Word documents that I use, my scripts, whatever. It just stays open. And then I look at the tag at the side, one that says tags. And this is what saves time and avoids burnout. Preparation, ladies, is the key to your success. And when you take time to have all this stuff lined up before you start, remember I said before you start going where you got to go with intention, clarity, you got to be clear. So I already know I'm getting ready to post on social media. So I'm going to have that document open. I got tons and tons of hashtags on the document for very different ones, different things that I post about. And I don't like my information all cluttered and spaced out. So I always kind of space stuff out. I don't like it cluttered. And then now it's ready to be scheduled. I got my hashtag, I tagged them, and I'm going to show you something else. I'm going to cut and paste this right here because there's a part 2 to her thing if I want to post a part 2. Y'all see this clock down here? Everybody put a yes in the chat if you see the clock. Okay, I'm going to click that clock. This pops up. Today is the 9th. We're going to post this for, today is the 9th, 6th. I'm going to go ahead and post this for the 10th. I click that. I'm going to schedule it to go out tomorrow. I'm going to schedule it to go out Wednesday. And then I'm going to come here, 7 o'clock. My time that I send stuff is 9, 3, and whatever. But in this case, I'm just going to label it for 4 o'clock. You pick your times, and there it is right there. Did everybody got that? Anybody understand what I just did? If I want to go back before I send this and see how many posts I need, I'm going to go here, click that back, save draft, because that means I don't want to lose my posts. And they're staying. So now guess what? There's nothing scheduled in my posts. There's nothing scheduled to go out in my posts. Who knows who I'm finna chew up right now? Wave your hand. If you know who I'm finna get on right now, wave your hand. Don't be scared. If you know who I'm going to get on for that, wave your hand. Okay, that's Iffy. Iffy should have my calendar fixed up for every day. See, she's smiling. Every day she should have my calendar. Something should be on his schedule to go out. And so anyway, I just wanted you to show that because it'll show you what schedule you might forget, what time you use, you might whatever. That's why it's good. I just picked 3 times a day and they're supposed to go out. So see, she got caught. And I'm going in. I'm glad that happened because when you all are paying people, this is what some of the things that may happen. You're paying them and you think your work getting done because you're not engaging, because you're not watching. Shame on you, leaders, because that's not their fault. It's your fault if you're not watching them. So with that, I click post and that thing is posted and ready to go out. That's all I have. I'm going to give LaDonna back her platform. And of course, if you want some one-on-one, we do one-on-one sessions. You get more when it's one-on-one. But again, we do the best we can in these events. So that's my story, ladies. I'm sticking to it. And I'm so glad y'all came out to be with us tonight. Thank you again, Dr. LaDonna, for this event. Over to you. And thank you all again for allowing me to share.
Thank you so much, Dr. Pat. Thank you so much. And, Dr. Pat said something earlier. If you don't know how, reach out to one of us. Because if we don't know how to answer your question, we will find someone that can answer your question. I promise you. The majority of us on here, there's enough of us on here that we know who does know. It's not all about who you know, it's all about who they know. Remember that. I will help you. Gail will help you. Dr. Pat, Dr. LaWanna, Grace. I know Tamara's there to help. So just reach out. Don't be scared. Margaret's there to help. So with that said, we are out of time. Please save the chat And until next time, remember we have Mojo Monday every Monday night. So please join us. Have a beautiful evening. Talk to you again soon.
Okay.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.